Hi, my name's Emily. Welcome to my channel. I make home education, vloggy style, van life, travelling videos. They seem to be expanding into lots of different things. With my 9-year-old daughter Rosie, and yeah, this week's video is the Fairy Festival, which Rosie's birthday is coming up in August next week. I think, yes. So because she hasn't been respecting her things, I don't know if anyone else is having a problem with their children, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, not respecting their stuff. I said no things, so I planned a day trip, and I've asked relatives to plan like spending time with her rather than giving her more and more things for her to just shove in her room in a pile and then break or whatever. If you can be trusted with a little, then you can be trusted with more, so I was trying to instill some sort of respect of her things into her. So I took her to Llangollen Fairy Festival with Craig, which was very helpful because I actually wasn't very well at the start of that week, and by the end of the week I was better, but I was not well enough to kind of like make that trip on my own, so I'm very glad he was with us. Plus the alternator on my van went, so we had to go in his truck, and very kindly he slept in the awning, my awning, so that me and Rosie could be comfy in the truck, because his auto-free top is currently broken. He doesn't go up. So all of you with Mazda Bongos all know the auto-free tops with the struts and stuff can be a little temperamental at times, and the roof tent on a 25-year-old vehicle, unless you've bought one that was immaculately taken care of or you've had it replaced, the roof tent normally in the mosquito netting and stuff has some sort of tear in it and gaffer shoved over the top of it, but his struts don't go up. So he very kindly slept in like the tent awning bit. Where we stayed was called Into the Wild Camping, and it was very, very basic. It was basically 3 portaloos in a field next to a river, and the river was absolutely stunning. Very strong current though, mind. So we did go swimming, me and him, in it briefly on the Sunday before we left. We did have weekend tickets to go, so I'll include all the pictures of the festival. We did have weekend tickets to go, but by the time we looked around on the Saturday, we were there all day. We'd seen the storytellers, we'd done everything there was really to do, and we couldn't find a band lineup list for the next day, so we were just like, it's supposed to be boiling the next day. We were like, that river's more appealing than coming back to a crowded festival site. So we did miss Rosie's friends who were coming on the Sunday. We thought we were going on the Saturday, but they came on the Sunday. They went to visit it on the way back from their grandparents in North Wales. So I'll put the pictures in now, and then I'll explain what I've been getting up to the rest of my week. So this was the river. It doesn't really do it justice. It had the little fishes in it that wouldn't have been at your feet like we had at Hay. First thing we stopped at was a face painter because I forgot my makeup bag. I can't find it, actually. I've got to find it. So we both got our face painted the same way because the lady did it beautiful. Then Rosie met Hemlock, the dragon that she met at the Dark Fairy Festival, but this one moves on its own and had better wings and stuff. So we paid the £1 for Rosie to ride it. She left her money in the truck after we got there, so I said I'd lend her the amount she had in her purse if she saw anything she wanted. I paid for a fairy shoot for her though. And yeah, great looking at the parrot the guy had for people to look at. There was a R2-D2 steampunk style that Rosie was enjoying, and she got to do some circus films skills. This is a gardening show where she was planting a plant, and then she bought herself a bag of sweets with the Pegasus horse, and then that's me in the river near the end then, because it was such a lovely day on Sunday. So we got back from the festival, and then Craig went down ill as well. So I think it's something to do with not storing our camping food properly, because I think that's probably what made me ill when we got back from Sedenbach. So Rosie went off to her grandparents this week because they're treating her to her birthday stuff. So my aunt's took her to the Cotswold Wildlife Park yesterday, and my parents are taking her to some sort of petting zoo today, because I'd said, please no stuff, take her somewhere. So I have a couple of days to myself that I'm just kind of like, yeah. But yesterday, though, I needed to go into town and pay off some more of my holidays that I booked. For those of you who don't know, Tunisia in December, and then I've pushed back the Norway trip for various reasons for now. So I've got a bit longer to pay that one off. But I suddenly saw online there was a sound bath in Barry, and it was only £15 per person. So I said to my friend Emma, who was wanted to go to one for a while, or back to one because she'd already been to one. She said, I said, do you want to go with me? And she was like, oh yes. So we had a girly evening out. We went and had chips on the beach, and then we went and took a little walk around this little green area, found a little church, and then went to the sound bath. It was very, very interesting. As a musician and someone who's interested in sound healing, I don't think I got the full experience of what it should have been, because I was just curious. I wanted to know what was making the noise. I wanted to know how she was making so many noises at the same time. I just wanted to watch her do it. And the lady was lovely. She, because I'd asked questions beforehand and told her I played handpan and whatnot. She was, oh, you're my handpanner. She was very intrigued about, and said sound healing is very intuitive. Like when you play the handpan, you hear patterns and you bring things out, and you follow your intuition for playing them. So she was showing me all the instruments afterwards, which was pretty cool. So she had koshi chimes, she had these big gongs, and you could play them different ways. So they made different sounds. There was a wah wah, so it wasn't a bong. It wasn't just that. She had these beaters that made this kind of noise. It was so cool. So yeah, we were having a chat afterwards, and she seemed really excited as well. I was like, I really would like to know how to train to become a sound healer and do this. So she just gave me a few tips, said there's not much you can really do for the online courses that you can do. She was very lucky she met someone who trained her how to play all the instruments. I'm not too worried about, because there aren't many instruments I pick up that I can't figure out myself and work out how to play. So her koshi chimes were beautiful. Singing bowl she had a 7-minute rain stick. That was awesome. The koshi chime, I was just like, I think Craig could build me one of those, because it's basically a bamboo tube with, in the bottom there's still a little hole, but then around the lip of the bottom that's inside there are different length prongs that are crystal surrounded by silicon, swings around and hits, and because they're all different lengths they make a different pitch, and it sounds like a little music box going around. It's really beautiful. So I'll save up and probably get some of them now, because they'll all go towards it. Just I don't have a big enough flat to become a sound healer practitioner with all the stuff you need for it. So yeah, that was really interesting. I've been helping my landlord out today cleaning up, and tomorrow me and Craig have a new friend coming around to have a chat about different stuff and have a fire pit with us. And then Saturday Rosie's coming back to her dad's. I've got to make her cake and stuff because her party's on Sunday. So I probably won't post anything past now this week because she's not with me. I don't think we're going to go anywhere pretty other than the supermarket sort of thing, because I need to get some like cupcakes and all cupcake decoration-y stuff. Yeah, so I might wrap this up here for today. And yeah, bongo troubles, blinking alternator, but yeah, it's not so bad. £130 not so bad. It could have been a few hundred or thousands when Craig said it's probably around 130, and I was kind of like, oh, that's not so bad. So yeah, I've got some prep to do for Rosie's party, and that's my thing still from the festival. But I'm going to go clean myself up today, and I've got an appointment this afternoon to get to. So I hope you guys all have a good week, and for now I'll say it's ta from me, ta from the Rosie Bear.